Hey guys, Rob here, welcome back to Glydal Tech. Now, if you were to ask me what my favorite movie was, I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was specifically, but I would be able to tell you that it is set in the Star Wars universe. Alright, if you weren't able to figure it out from the intro and the shirt I'm wearing, today's video is going to be related to Star Wars. I love Star Wars a lot. Star Wars has been my favorite thing since I was a little kid, and as I've been growing up, and now it's still one of my favorite things. I love Star Wars. I love lightsabers, I love Jedi, I love clone troopers, I love Darth Vader, I love all things about Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and so I've wanted to do Star Wars cosplays and DIY projects ever since I started getting into that sort of thing. One of the biggest projects I've wanted to do is a Jedi costume. I love the idea of being a Jedi and, you know, wearing the robes and having the lightsaber and the belt and the gadgets and everything. Not many gadgets, but, you know, just having the whole get-up. I love the idea of being a Jedi. A while back, I bought a simple Jedi costume off of Amazon, I think, or it was either from Amazon, from Cosplay Sky, or directly from Cosplay Sky themselves. I do not remember which one it was, but it was an okay costume. I really enjoyed it. It was the first Jedi robes I ever owned, and they were very nice and simple, but one of the problems I had with it was that when I would put everything together, if I were to move around too much, the shoulder sash pieces kept slipping off my shoulders because they weren't secured at all. And that was kind of annoying, and I could have always gone and put Velcro on there and secured it on there, but I didn't have the time when I got the costume in, so I just stuck it in my closet, and I didn't really wear it much. Well, I came back to the idea of Star Wars and making a Jedi costume, and I thought to myself, well, let's do this right. So I pulled out the costume, I was looking at it, and I thought, how can I make this a little better? How can I modify this thing to make it look more like a Jedi robe and fit more like one and actually stay secured to the shoulders and whatnot? And I did some researching online to look at Jedi costumes, and that's when I found the Jedi robes sold by Disney at Galaxy's Edge. And as soon as I saw these robes, I knew I was going to have to purchase them because they're just so cool looking. The robes I got from Cosplay Sky were a tannish brown. They weren't tannish brown. They were more of a. They weren't dark brown. They were more of a medium brown color, which was okay. But the only three options I had was white, this brown color, or black. And I didn't want to get pure white because those looked too clean, and I didn't want to get black because those looked too dark and Sithy. So I went with the brown ones. Because that was the closest I could get to the standard Jedi robe or the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi robe, because, you know, I didn't know if you guys know this, but Obi-Wan Kenobi is one of my favorite characters, and I would love to do an Obi-Wan Kenobi cosplay. But regardless, back to that, when I saw these robes on shopdisney.com, they looked so much like the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi robes, and they had the right texture, they had the right color, and it was too good to pass up, especially since I could get it with all the shipping stuff. I think it was around about like $74, which is pretty cool. But I have these robes over here, and here's what they look like. I mean, you can tell from the get-go, this looks like an Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi robe, which is pretty darn cool if I do say so myself. I have the Obi here, which I've always found that really ironic, because this is called the Obi. And, you know, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi wears it, but that's neither here nor there. This is the Obi, which is pretty simple. It's a pretty simplistic thing. It secures in the back with a simple, let's see if I can get that to focus there. Come on. There we go. With a simple metallic latch system, it just hooks together like so. And you can tell how that hooks on there. Pretty simple to hook together and whatnot. That secures in the back, so you won't be able to see it much, and it gets covered pretty nicely by the belt when you wear it. The rest of this is one piece, which is really cool. You have these, the shoulder sashes are completely loose in the front, but they are secured to the robes with, they're sewn onto the robes here, and in the back they are completely sewn onto here around about the waist level. So these things won't slip off the shoulders, they won't get messed up in the back. they're completely secured on there, which I really enjoy. If I take these, if I open it up here, the other thing is around the waist here, they have these little securing snaps which hold the robe together, which is really nice because it keeps the flap from flying open or getting messed up. And it's also got one on the inside, which keeps the inner part from getting messed up and crumpled up as well, which really helps preserve the shape and the look of the robe, which I was really excited about when I learned about that. And so it was just another thing that made me think that I had to get these robes. Now, like I said, this is all one piece. The Obi is a separate piece, but this is entirely one piece, which makes it so easy to get on, to put on and whatnot. Put this thing on, and by the way, these are so comfortable. I have never felt more comfortable wearing the robes like this. I mean, I've only worn one other type of Jedi robe, but this is a drastic improvement. This is mostly polyester, which you wouldn't think that polyester would be very comfortable, but this pulls it off pretty well. So the first snap here secures in there, and then you can see I've got the first part held over there, which works out well. And then I can secure the next one over here, and that snaps together like so. And then I have the basics of the Jedi robe all thrown together. So you can see I've got this on here. This is what it looks like secured without the Obi. These are really comfortable. The sleeves are really baggy, and you can see that. Well, I mean, they should be baggy. They're supposed to be, and that's really cool. My arms can move around really well, and it doesn't mess up how everything looks on here. But couple things. I'm going to put on the sash, not the sash, well, the Obi, and show you what that looks like. But then I'm going to put on a Jedi, not a Jedi belt. It's a faux leather belt that I got with my other Jedi costume. I have an actual leather belt coming in from Etsy that should make this look a lot better. But as that has yet to arrive, I will be sticking with this for the time being, just to give you the overall look of what the belt looks like. So here we have, like I said, the Obi. It does kind of, whoops, it has a tendency to want to unfold when I'm putting it on. So you've got to be careful about that. Because they're secured in the edges, but they have the little creases on the middle pieces. Anyway, so you put the front of the sashes where you want them hanging down. I don't know how well you can see that all on camera, but you adjust the front of the sash how you want it, and then I go to the back here, and I feel around for where these little pieces are. I'm going to secure the one there, and to secure the second there. And you can see it kind of bunches up there, but that is mostly hidden by the belt. And even if it wasn't, well, yeah, even if it wasn't, it's in the back, so it's not as noticeable as the front would be. And so here's that. I'm going to adjust the camera forward just a little bit more. There we go. So you can see the robes as they are currently. This is the entirety of what you get when you order the robes from Disney. And like I said at the beginning of putting these on and reviewing them, these are incredibly comfortable. When I throw the belt on, it kind of gives a completion to the look, although, like I said, this is not the belt I'm going to be going with. This is a darker brown belt, and the belt I have coming in, the real leather belt, is a lighter brown. But you get the idea. This is a Jedi robe at this point. And man, let me tell you, this is so comfortable, and more than that, it is so cool to wear. I feel awesome. I feel like a Jedi. This is so great. These are not tedious to wear. They don't feel heavy. These feel incredibly light, light and airy as I move my arms around. I can move my arms up and then down, and it doesn't mess up much. I mean, if you pull your arms straight up and then put them back down, you can see it kind of crumples up there, but that's just a matter of pulling at the bottom of the robe, and it gets it, and it lets the entire bit of it down, which is pretty good. But these are really comfortable to wear. Like I said, They feel great. I absolutely love these things. I mean, that's that. These were so fun. These are so fun to wear. Like I said, light and airy. The only downside about these robes is it doesn't come with an inner tunic area, so you can see the shirt through this. Now, there are two solutions to this. There are sellers on Etsy that sell under tunics for Jedi robes. You can find anything from a full under tunic that'll go down past the bottom of the robes. They can tuck into your pants. It'll be full arm. It'll go down to the edge of the arm here, and it'll be showing up here at the top with the collar. Or you can go with another option, which is just the upper portion. So like it's here upwards, and that's all you get. See, nothing on the sleeves, doesn't go down any further, but it's just about here upwards with the collar, just to basically cover this little V shape, and that's it. So it's a lot better if you're wearing these robes in summertime. You don't have the entire full long sleeved woolen or whatever thick material they have underneath the robes. That's going to make you hot and sweaty if you're wearing this costume in the summertime. So I'm probably going to go with something like that for the under tunic part of it, since I live in Florida, and even in the winter time, Florida doesn't get too cold usually. So unfortunately, I will not have the full under tunic at the time being, but I'm happy with that. The other option you can go with is in Episode 4, A New Hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Ben Kenobi, for his Jedi robes, he just had essentially a dark brown turtleneck shirt underneath his robes to kind of cover up this little V section. So if you want to go the route where you go online and you get an under tunic or an under tunic piece that makes it look like you're wearing an under tunic for the costume, you can totally do that. It's probably what I'm going to do. But if you're looking for a more budget friendly option, you can just go with a basic turtleneck, or even just a regular t-shirt, a high neck t-shirt sort of thing like this. Don't go with a v-neck, but just go with a regular brown t-shirt, and that will cover up the V section just as well. Yeah, so that's a bit disappointed it doesn't come with that. But other than that, that's pretty much all I'm really disappointed about. This thing is so comfortable to wear. Like I said, it's the absolute right color for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It fits really well. I got a small, and that, it's great. It fits me really well. This is an adult small. It's a small/medium, and I think they have a small/medium, large, and then extra large. I'm not quite sure, but I went with the small/medium since that would fit me most. They have a size chart on there. If you don't know what size you should get, look at the size chart, and it'll tell you. You can take measurements and whatnot. But like I said, it's the right color, and it's that texture too. You can see it's like that gauze fabric texture all over the entire robe, which is the same sort of texture they have on the screen used robes, which is awesome. I mean, the other Jedi robes I had was just a smooth fabric, and that was okay, but I always wanted that textured color, that textured fabric, and this right beige color, and I'm so happy with these robes, so happy how they turned out. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to say? That's about it. Very simple robes, and it's not very long of a video. I highly recommend these. If you are looking for Jedi robes to get, I recommend getting these. If you bought from Cosplay Sky, you could probably get the whole costume for around about $70, $80, depending on where you get it from. And their entire costume would come with the robes, will come with the tunic, the obi, the sashes. It has a sewn-in piece up here that can cover, that can be used as the under tunic. It comes with the belt, it comes with a pair of pants, and it comes with a Jedi robe, which is great. It comes with the entire costume, $70, $80 for the entire thing. But if you want a more accurate and much more comfortable version of the costume, I highly recommend going with this. You would need to buy the under tunic, the pants, the belt, and the robe yourself separately, so it would cost you a little bit more, but it would give you a much higher quality looking tunic, and it would be a lot more comfortable to wear. So that's my recommendation. I recommend you go with this. I will link down in the description where I got this from if you are interested in buying one yourself. But yeah, that's about all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I do have an actual leather belt coming in that I will be using for this costume that I will be reviewing when that shows up. I'm not quite sure. It's shipped at this moment, but I don't know when it'll arrive because holiday shipping's been really weird lately. But regardless, when it does arrive, I will do a video on that one as well. If you want to see some other Star Wars stuff from us, you can check it out over here. Up top, you can see my DIY lightsaber, fully metal, that I built. And then down below, you can see the DIY Clone Trooper helmet that I modified. Please subscribe if you want to see more content. And also, you can hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when we post new videos. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you all in the next one.